Your boyfriend isn't toxic, but he may be holding you back. Let's fucking talk about it. Girls, I'm so excited to be here and just be chit-chatting with you, really kicking off the new year, talking shit about men. What else would you expect from me at this point? Honestly, but I just feel like most of us have these crazy goals. And when I say crazy, I want you to have goals that are a little bit delulu. And if you haven't set your goals yet, pause this podcast and go back to my goal setting podcast, because I have got you, and you are not sitting here January 7th and beyond thinking, I don't even have goals. And she's talking shit on my boyfriend. Like, what the hell? So I need you to pause this and go back and start setting your goals and then come back in. But I just feel like we have big fuck yeah delulu goals, which I want you to have, right? And then our boyfriends, not all of them, some of them, are trying to hold us back, trying to sabotage us. If you want to be lazy, go be it. But I'm not going to be lazy, right? Does anyone else feel me on this? And I just think when we are surrounding ourselves with those type of people, whether it's our partner, our friends, our family, who are constantly bringing us down, judging us for what we want to do, it just feels really toxic to me. And I just think that is such bad energy to have surrounding you. And I just think it's such a lack of a support network. And I just think we sabotage our goals because we think that we're too big, that they're too big and we're too big going for those goals, just because our partners have a problem with that. And the reason I'm really talking about men today, when I know full well it can be friends, family, all of the things, is because I have noticed at least, I want to say 50% of my girls, my one-to-ones, have boyfriends always chatting shit in the background. And I fucking hate that. I hate that for them. And it's like, there's little comments like, I love you the way you are. That's keeping you stuck. That's not helping you get any better. It's judgmental. It's a lack of support. How are we supposed to be on our hot girl weight loss journey if we have no support from our partner? It's actually ridiculous. And I think I'm really giving spoilers of what I'm going to talk into, but at the end of the day, if you take one thing out of this episode, I want you to remember you can only pour into you, and only you will have your back at the end of the day. Like, God forbid, I'm not trying to wish upon your breakup, but you never actually know what is going to happen. And that's why we don't put all our eggs in one basket and not pour into ourselves. And I'm not saying put your egg in one boyfriend here and a potential situationship here. No, but I'm saying like we don't fill our whole boyfriend's basket with all our eggs and have none in ours. What about us, right? Especially when we start getting into this bullshit of them not supporting us. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think boyfriends are great for supporting us for our nervous system almost. Like, whenever we're feeling a little bit anxious, uneasy, like we can really go to them. And I honestly think like there's pros and cons to this. They can justify and support our bad behaviors that keep us stuck. You guys know I've talked about secondary gain before. We love to complain and get stuck in the shit, and our boyfriends are there to justify that to us. They're there to say, no, like, you're fine, it's fine. No, there's a time and a place, but at the end of the day, like, that's giving us a permission slip to just keep fucking up because we're feeling shit. They support us playing small. They're not designed to pull us up on our shit. Unless you've had a conversation with them saying like, hey, I actually need this. So for example, sometimes I'll be ranting to my partner and he'll start giving like solutions. And I'm like, I don't want your solutions. I just want you to tell me like, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Don't tell me what to do. I don't want solutions. And I think we have all had that experience. And it's like, can you just shut up for a minute? I don't want to hear it. But like low-key support me. Low-key tell me I'm right? So if that's you, that's what we're going to be talking about today, because I have seen way too many of you not achieve your goals because of a crusty, dusty man. And I'm not here for it, to be honest. I am not here for it. And when I'm talking about my goals and when I'm talking about things that I'm working towards, I'm not looking for solutions or opinions. I'm looking for support, but I'm also equally looking for you to pull me up on my shit, right? And I think, obviously, they're our boyfriends. They're our partners. Are they supposed to pull us up on our shit? I don't know. I feel like it's a separate conversation you have with them. But I also think this is exactly why you need to get external support, because they are not experts in the thing. And this is not me trying to sell you fucking coaching, because I have other examples. For example, in business, I work with someone to work on my business because my boyfriend doesn't run a business. How is he supposed to give me advice on business and help me make decisions on business when he's never run a business? And he's not wrong for not running a business. That just means that I need to go and get external support elsewhere so that I can actually make accurate decisions on that. And it actually goes hand in hand with your weight loss journey, your build journey, whatever you're trying to do with your health and fitness. If your partner's not in the space, his advice and opinions and solutions aren't actually accurate or backed. And I've had this as well, like in the past, my partner would be like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm like, no, what do you even know? You're a plumber. I'll come to you when my hot water's broken, bro. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, that's the thing. I came to him saying, give me help. I'm a damsel in distress. And then he's giving me help. And I'm like, boy, you better shut up right now. Literally shut the fuck up. But it's because they're not actually designed to pull us up on our shit unless we actually have a conversation and say, hey, I actually don't want your opinion in this, and I don't want any solutions in this. I'm actually just looking for support. And that's it. But I feel like you have to kind of be far enough along in your relationship as well to equally have that conversation. Imagine you're like in early days and he starts giving you opinions and you start popping off on him. You're like, Jess told me I can pop off. I'm popping off. And you haven't had that conversation and it's super, super early. I think it's also like making sure you are both on the same page of those boundaries and having that conversation like, hey, I want to talk to you about this. This is really like, I'm struggling with this, but I don't want solutions. I don't want opinions. I just want to like get it off my chest. And then maybe I'll ask for an opinion at the end, but don't give me a fucking solution, because 9 times out of 10 we come into that conversation already knowing the outcome, already knowing the solution that we like, the decision we've made, the solution, the path we're going to go on, but we just kind of want external opinions. And I think it can get messy as well, because when there are too many opinions, the noise is really, really loud. And it's like, now you're coming out of it, you're feeling really doubtful, you're doubting yourself and your abilities to maybe lose weight, build muscle, whatever the thing may be, make a decision at work, quit your job, who knows, because there's so many other factors at play now and there's so much noise in your brain from everyone else. And before you go and shame your shitty boyfriend, I just feel like they obviously don't think the same as us, right? But I'm sick of the negative energy from them. So I understand. So like males, like I wrote this down, they want things to be predictable. They want things to be safe. They don't want you to kind of grow and work on your health and fitness because it kind of activates fear in them. And it's not in the sense of like, oh my God, she's going to leave me. Like logically, they know that's not true. But subconsciously, they start thinking, oh my gosh, like she is trying to get hotter, fitter, she's growing her bunda, and now she's going to leave me. I see this. I can see the fear through the men, through my girls. Because when you're holding yourself to a higher standard and you're saying, I'm done with this. I don't want to be drinking. I don't want to be eating out all the time. I don't want to spend all day on the couch and waste my weekends rotting away. I actually want to be at this higher standard and become that girl. They're like, what? Now you've just exposed them because you have standards so high and they've realized they have none. Because you're activating so high and then there's literally none for them. And you're so ambitious to go do the thing. You've gone and inquired with a coach. You've gone and started like going on walks every day, signed up to the gym. You've done all of that. And then they're like, wow, she's so ambitious. I have no desire to do any of that. Fuck, she's going to leave me. She's going to look better. All of the things. And I found it's like a lot of my girls, as I said, really recent example. Why do you need a coach? You look great how you are. Why are you going to Jess? Like, I don't understand why you would need to do that. Meanwhile, as I said, we don't want all our eggs in his basket. What if he broke up with you tomorrow? Then you're just going to feel the exact same way, right? You're still going to feel like you're not happy with your body. You're still going to feel like you're not confident. You can't wear the clothes you want to wear. And then now you're like, well, fuck, I want to start not getting out there straight away, but you know what I'm saying? Getting myself out there, but I hate how I fucking look. I hate how I feel. He's just broken up with me, right? Right? So we want to be at our highest standard no matter what. We don't want him to break up with us and then we think, well, fuck, now I look overweight and fat, right? Right. They want to keep us small because it creates that safety and comfort for them. But we're not having that. And I found it really, really a lot with like mummy's boys. They're all mummy's boys. They've been the only boy, or they've been like babied so much, like meaning they might have sisters, but they're the only boy. It's a lot of clients of mine's brothers as well. Like if there's just one brother or the younger brother, they're like babied. They're living rent free. They're getting money from their parents to pay for dates. Can you imagine? Can we just take a pause? Can you imagine paying for your son to take someone out on dates? Not on my watch. They've never worked a job in their life. They're getting full handouts. First of all, I don't know who these mums are setting their sons up to be, because none of us girls on this podcast are dating men like that. Nah, in the bin. In the bin. We don't want a man that gets handouts. Is he even a man? We don't want a boy. We don't want a boy who gets handouts. What the fuck? Meanwhile, on the flip, the sisters are like fully independent, living out of home, maybe even owning their own place, like really setting themselves up for success. And I'm just like scared for the girls that get approached by the men who have literally like never paid a cent in their life. And then I'm like, so are they paying for the dates? Yeah, with their mum and dad's money. Oh, do you have the ick right now? Because I fucking do. This just really scares me for the future generation of men. But as I said, I've noticed a pattern with the lack of support with the one-to-ones, their boyfriends. They almost like judge their girlfriend for wanting more. God forbid she wants to work on her hot girl shit, get really tight and toned and feel really fucking confident. There's one girl really in mind for me right now, and we've only been training together maybe 1 to 2 months. Her confidence, 10 out of 10. Like, she's looking so good. Her progress photos look so fucking good. Her confidence is 10 out of 10. And he is getting mad about it because the very, very minute that you set a boundary, fear is instilled in them. They're like, fuck, what the hell is she doing? She's working on being the hottest version of herself. I need to talk her out of it. I need to tell her I love her the way she is. That keeps us stuck though. I don't want to hear that. Like, obviously, yes, I want my boyfriend to support me and tell me I look great, whatever. But I also don't want him to lie to me about that and say, you look great when I fucking don't. What? Like, I just don't get it. And it's because the dynamic shifts. She's no longer the version he's used to soothing because she's so much more confident now. So then he's not going to be there to be like, it's okay when you're having a meltdown on Sunday night because you're getting ready for work for the week and you have no outfits to wear because everything looks terrible. When you're going through your wardrobe and doing a spring clean on the weekend and none of these clothes that you've been holding on to years fit you anymore. He is there to soothe you. But then once you start working with the coach or working on the thing that you want to work on and start getting more confident and toning up and loving what you see, he's not there to soothe you because you don't have anything to say. Or you lean into the coach for support. So as I was saying, this girl, she was like, literally messaged me straight away. My boyfriend's telling me that I'm stupid for doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but it actually pisses me off. Why would you not want your girlfriend to be so fucking happy? And I know there's no boys on the podcast like listening to this, right? So this is really for you girls. If your boyfriend is making comments, I just want you to sit there and think, why would he not want me to be happy? Why would he not want me to be the hottest version of myself? One of my girls literally told me the other day, she sent me a message. She was at the bakery and she was wearing like her blue tight activewear shorts, and someone behind her, like a couple, were talking about her bum. I'm laughing because I've trained her for like a year and we've built that bum, bitch. They were like, oh, it's just so in your face. Good. And I bet her boyfriend stood next to her feeling fucking proud, being like, yep, that's my girlfriend. Right? I don't know what you want me to look bad so that people are talking about how bad we look? Because people talk. Is that what you want? Right? I don't know. But I need to talk about something. So recently, one of my partner's friends described me as quiet and reserved. Quiet and reserved. I'm just going to let that sink in a moment. If you are a listener and you haven't just stumbled upon the podcast today, I don't think you would actually ever describe me as that. I don't think anyone here would describe me as that. In my humble opinion, I'm the opposite. Like, he truly did not know me enough. I feel like I've only met him a few times. How did he know me enough to say that I was quiet and reserved? It just sounds like such a cop out of like, I don't actually know her that well, so I'm just going to describe her to my partner as quiet and reserved. It's giving lame, honestly. But when he saw me again recently, so he told his girlfriend that I hadn't met that I was quiet and reserved. And then she said to me like pretty quickly, like, he kind of described you as quiet and reserved. So she probably had whiplash because I was not coming across as that at all. So she probably came in thinking, oh, like, I'm quiet. I feel like she's a bit more quiet and reserved. Like, I don't know her enough to say, but I feel like yes. So then she was probably going to think like, Jess is my person. I'm there like, woo, like being crazy. And she was like, oh my God, like my partner stitched me up. So she told me like straight away. And I was like, this is because he did not give me like the time of day or any attention or anything. And I honestly didn't give it to him either. Honestly, he bores me. I don't give people energy that bore me. But don't just make assumptions about someone because you want to play small. You know what I mean? I just feel like that is so lame. And then I started to realize how much I really enjoy access. He doesn't deserve access to me, right? And I think this really comes into the friendship piece as well. Like, as I said, we're talking about friends, family, boyfriends specifically, but you know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone actually deserves to know every single goal you're working on. not everyone deserves to know who you're even like working with. Like if you're working with a coach or whatever, you don't need to go tell everyone. Obviously when someone asks, you say #success with Jess. When I got that message about her bum in the bakery, I would have turned around and said, built by success with Jess, you bitch. I was like, where's the promo? But in all seriousness, like if you're working with someone, keep it on the down low, because different opinions are going to make you feel wrong. Like she literally said to me, like, am I wrong for wanting to do this? Like, am I stupid for wanting to do this? And I said, why? How is investing in your health long-term stupid? How is working on becoming the hottest version of yourself stupid? Having that, it's not just about looks. It is for now. Obviously we're hot girls in our 20s, but what about the longevity? She's going to be so much more fitter and stronger because she's going to actually have muscle mass there. She has no muscle mass. She's never trained in her life at the ripe age of 25. So, shut the fuck up. Stop playing small. Stop letting everyone's opinions dictate how you show up and how you feel. I'm really done with the conversation. My boyfriend said this, my boyfriend said that, and now I feel this way. Your boyfriend can say this and that, but it shouldn't change how you feel. But I guess equally, that's what the 101's what's about. That's what I'm there to talk about. But I'm like, it shouldn't change how you feel, and let's stop giving everyone access. And for example, this guy, he doesn't deserve access to me. So I only share snippets of my life with him, and it just kind of makes you see who you value a friendship with and who really knows you. Like he obviously does not know me from a bar of soap to call me that. And then he followed me on socials. Kill me now, I think. I'm like, I instantly screenshot it and sent it to my partner. I'm like, kill me now. Hello, he's ruining my 99% women only ratio. Get real. But on a serious note, I instantly felt judged by this stupid crusty dusty man in the sense of like he won't get it. I literally called my partner. I texted him and then he didn't reply within 0.3 seconds. So I called him and I said I felt uncomfortable that he followed me, because he already made decisions about what I was and then followed my socials. And I just felt like, oh, this is so awkward. And I don't think guys will ever truly get it. That is kind of what I'm getting at. I don't think guys will ever truly get it. They don't understand why I post the things I do. They don't understand why I talk about the things I do. And they don't get how we act, what we choose to spend our money on. They think it's all so weird. And like, this is a whole nother conversation. Like, hello, it's my money. If I want to spend it on a fucking coach, I fucking will, right? But I just think they don't get it at all. They don't understand the things that we do and why we do and how our brains work. They like to pretend they do, but they fucking don't. And that's why they don't back our coaching, our wardrobe purchases, like new clothes, new makeup. They don't get it. They don't fucking get it, right? Thank God I've been able to kind of train my partner into understanding. He has been on the sidelines for fucking long and understands why I do what I do, so that now he can kind of respond in a way of like, that's just like her job. You know what I mean? Like, he has been there in the background of every like business decision, me evolving as a person, decisions I've made, whether they mean good or bad. And he's always like backed him in a way that he's like, it's not right or wrong. Even you guys know I've spent so much money on things before that like have not worked out. And he has like not judged me for that. And he's never said to me, you shouldn't have done that, or you know what I mean? It's always just like, whatever you think is right, do it. Like, and obviously sometimes that would piss me off in the sense I'd be like, I want your opinion, but equally like, he never tells me what's right or wrong, and then he doesn't tell me when it turns out to be a bad decision, like, oh, you made the wrong decision. So if you're around someone that is like judging that and not understanding that, 1, time to have a conversation, or 2, time to cut the cord. Because what the fuck? And even this is such a random example, but this store owner that my partner frequently goes to said that he looked up my socials, and one of my first reels that he saw, the like title of it was like, I hate men. And then he was like, what did you do? Rah, rah, rah. And then my partner was like, it has nothing to do with me. Like, why do you think it's instantly about me? He was like, her audience is girls. Like, they're talking about their stupid boyfriends. Like, it's got nothing to do with me. And I'm like, boys do not get it, bro. I'm so strong-headed, I'm not going to be swayed anyway, but like, boys do not get it. Like, other people's boyfriends telling you, like, what? So your boyfriend's telling you can't join coaching, you can't live a healthy life, you can't eat takeout free, you can't stop drinking. Obviously they want us to be depressed and miserable, right? Like, that's the only conclusion I can come to. And then we're crazy for being depressed and miserable and unhappy. Be so fucking for real and make it make motherfucking sense. That really fucking pisses me off. So this is your sign. I know this has been really chit-chatty, talking a lot of shit, but this is your sign that if someone in your life, it doesn't need to be a boyfriend, partner, God, something's wrong with me. Sorry, friends, family, or your partner, whoever is making you feel some type of way about any of these things, enough. It's your money. It's your life. And if you're like, Jess, shut the fuck up, I don't want to like invest in a coach, that is so fine. You don't have to, but maybe you can have a conversation to set stronger boundaries, because 2026 is not the year to be walked all over. I'm so sad for all of you that literally have these big ass goals and then you still don't go after them. Go after them. Go right now, set your big fuck yeah goals. I want them to be scary for you, and go after them. That is all from me. I will catch you all in the next one. Don't forget to rate the podcast 5 stars, follow along, all of the things, so you get notifications when I upload every single week. And I'm so excited for this year together. Mwah.